Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm David M. Harris. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. And we begin with a poem by this particular friend and neighbor, me, Sanctuary. Not enough of us in that neighborhood to make teams, but we had 2 patches of woods straddling the road that led maybe a quarter mile from our corner to the drive-in. Only a few acres, but enough for a world of exploration. Unlike our own neat yards with careful trees and well-tended aromatic roses, no one tended the woods. If my father wanted firewood, I could lead him to the windfalls. Otherwise, none of the adults ventured into our woods. Mostly the place was abandoned, except for me and maybe another kid, never more than 3 of us, poking around in the familiar wild. The boggy smells, some fallen trees, wild blackberry canes, and the remains of old kid projects that might have been meant as forts or clubhouses, but forgotten by some earlier generation of explorers, or by us. Cars whizzing by on the raised highway on the edge of what we could choose not to hear. Now the road passes a sports complex on the way to extended parking for the shopping mall. Our woods have vanished from the parkway to where the drive-in was, familiar to memory and an imagination, respite from the neat imagined lives of our parents.
The next poem, written by me, VeerajaR, The Parent. Blessed be the hands that feed the whole family, toiling day in and out to have a broiled fish and bread on the plates, to fill the souls, tenderly raise each fledgling, strengthen with a peck and a nudge to follow the call, walk their own path, to be happy and yet bound as family, to let go with a smile, watch each take off, hiding the tears, the pain, wrenching the heart, that's real human, the parent, your dad and mom, never forget.
Highway 96 by Alison Cleaves. Every time I drive over Highway 96, I feel the urge to stop the car and run through the cornfields on the side of the road. Maybe I'll get lost, with or without hope of return in the blinding maze, or maybe I'll find something supernatural beyond expectation. I could watch birds of prey fly unevenly and glide. I could help them look for mice in the recesses. I could feel the breeze and the tickles against my skin that rustling corn stalks make. I could lay shrouded in the moonlight, thinking about where I need to be and how I'm going to find my way. I can dream of picking buttercups and black-eyed Susans as a child on the side of the road, grasping them tightly in my hands. I used to hide underneath the stairs when I was little, pretending the light from the kitchen was the moon and the flickering images from the television were the stars. That was about as lost as I could get without someone asking me where I was. I would dream and draw and think and read and light on ideas and feel risen, weightless like a big red balloon that I saw in a French movie once in the 5th grade. A little orphaned girl in a beret with nothing else in the world lost her balloon. I cried so hard the teacher made me leave the classroom. On this endless road with willows and magnolias weeping, I follow the brilliant sun as it falls into the horizon, unburdened by a sense of freedom and comforted by the big red stoplight before the left-hand turn into my subdivision.
The next poem, written by me, VeerajaR, Labor of Love. Dig deep into the soul, bringing out the miracle of life and sustenance.
Young Wife's Plans by S.R. Lee. Young wife planted a little mimosa tree in her front yard, hoping for lovely blossoms. But a cow came along and bit the baby plant right down to the root. Inspired by a new freedom, the root put out 8 new shoots, which grew with time into a circle of swaying spears, eventually a man-sized bouquet of pink blossoms.
The next poem, written by me, VeerajaR. Who could tell why a thrown away seed shoots a thorn for the golden finch, a sunflower to court and feast? Who could tell why one mimics the other in all brightness and sunshine, golden yellow and black shadow? Who could tell? It's all bright and sunny. If the sunflower blooms so fine, who made such compass fine? Who could tell? Who sustains who? The sunshine or the golden finch that seed the sunflower? Who could tell? The mystery of nature, beginning and the end of a circle in a sphere. Who could tell? Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.